Sound P.O.B.A is a digital media company that I set up way back, but unfortunately it was in the background because we are working with other people. So it's a digital media company, so we do stuff like DJ, we provide sound system. I'm a DJ by profession, so I do DJing, I do sound engineering here and there, and a bit of MCing as well. So it's a whole lot of stuff that we do. Also, we're getting into podcasts as well. Actually, we've been doing it. We've got a podcast now called Time and Place Podcast. It's been running for over a year now. So we're actually also we actually do podcast production as well. So we've got a team of, there's a team of ladies that we're producing a podcast for, and there's a group of guys as well. We've got about 5-6 podcasts that we're about to produce, and they'll be coming out hopefully by the end of the year. So currently we're doing a lot of podcasting as well because I think that's the way forward. So Sound P.O.B.A does both post and pre-recording, everything. So we do record your podcast, we cut it up, edit it, and we actually even distribute it on all podcast platforms. That's Spotify, Apple, Google. Google is the best actually, it's quicker on Google. Previously, we had issues, especially with digital marketing ourselves as well as a company that's sort of dealing in that space, but we didn't have the expertise to put ourselves out there in terms of social media, digital marketing, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So it's been in the background for years because we sort of decided to remain focused on the background part of the business, but we reached a point where we realized we can't deny social media. We have to put something out on social media. So eventually we met Consult Cranston, and just from the onset, the discussion we had really made sense. So we actually sat down. Actually, we sat down over a podcast, and that's how the business started. So we engaged Consult Cranston to do our digital marketing, to do our flyers, to do our everything in that space, so that we're currently doing our social media as well. And so far, we are seeing the results. The response has been really tremendous. We actually managed to get a residence with Perth Shisanyama. So that's a constant gig that we do almost twice a month on Sundays. So at least that's one partner that we've locked in. Right now, we can almost do it because we've got Cranston on our side. The partnership with Consult Cranston is basically what Sound P.O.B.A needed to take it into the next level. Because like I said before, we saw ourselves as a background company. We didn't know that we can actually bring this to the forefront. For example, we've got the hoodies that we're doing as well. So we've got merch coming as well. We've got merch that is coming. We actually produced a few t-shirts just as a trial run, and they sold out almost immediately. And these are things we never thought of venturing into because we thought it's out of our way. But with Cranston, they came in and they said, listen, have you thought of, trying merchandising as well? So we're combining all that. So Sound P.O.B.A is concentrating on the digital side, on the hardware side. And then Consult Cranston, they're doing all our media stuff. So pretty soon, you're gonna see a lot of Sound P.O.B.A on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter, because listen, I'm slightly old school. So Instagram is quite new for me. But the kind of products we offer, you really need to be in these spaces. You need your social media presence. How much did you know about digital media and social media marketing before you met Cranston? Well, I didn't know much. I knew that you can, advertise or put up stuff on Facebook or whatever, but I didn't know there was actually work behind that. You needed to put in something. You had to do your logos. You needed a lot of footage. You need a lot of content, which I thought you just post, because previously I used to use my personal page to advertise whatever stuff I was doing, and the reach was just basically my friends. But if you want to go beyond your friends and capture a wider audience, a bigger market, that's where you bring in the company like Consult Cranston, because they've got the digital footprint on how this stuff should work. So they've sort of lessened the burden on us, because tell you the truth, my social media presence sucks. These guys, at least, I'm happy for them to do what they do. I can sit back home, record the podcast, distribute it, do what I do best, go to a function, set up my music, DJ, and these guys will do everything else social media. If I need to advertise a gig that we're doing, we'll let the experts do it. So we stick around with the cables and the wires and the pins and all that stuff that, you see us running around at the function and you think, why is this guy going back and forth?